everybody, I'm back. Rummy's back. Yeah, alright. I'm not dead. So, you know, that's good. I owe an explanation. I haven't uploaded a video in, what was it, 6 months? Yeah, 6 months. I'm sorry, and, you know, I really want to jump into this because for those of you who have been waiting, you've waited long enough. So I'm just going to say I'm sorry. I've been busy. I've recently had to get 2 jobs. I've been a little short on income, so I'm not going to end up on the streets or anything, but I haven't really had, you know, the luxury of spending my money on stuff like this right here in front of me, which I'll get to in a second here, but I've also been very busy. So I haven't really had the money or the time to just make some of these videos. But I've managed to squeeze one in here, and just getting that out of the way, let's just jump right in. Today we are taking a look at another Mega CONSTRUX Pokemon set. This is Blastoise, new from the, the fourth wave of these sets. I haven't really seen much of, I know there's like a third wave, but this is brand new, right here. And I saw it and I thought, you know what, maybe I'll unbox it and build it on camera for, you know, my long-awaited video. So, let's crack open, and I didn't even take the sticker off. I got this at EB Games, by the way. A lot of my stuff comes from EB Games, and this is so dangerous. Also, I just recently learned that Mega CONSTRUX is a rebrand of Mega Bloks. I did not know that. I thought this was an entirely different thing. So, the more you know. Got a nice looking instruction manual right there. New cardboard box smell. Fabulous. I haven't built anything in quite a while. Much less on camera, so get ready to hear a whole lot of that, by the way. Oh, God. Smaller bags inside bigger bags. Lovely. That's a good sign. All these itty-bitty parts that are probably going to roll off my table, and I'm going to have to search for. Okay, so we have finally finished Blastoise along with a little landscape piece here, and I gotta say, they got everything down to a T with the model here. The prints and everything are pretty much spot on, identical to the model in the game. I really do love the look of Blastoise's shell. They have like that little white trim around the edges there, which looks really nice. He also has this adjustable tail, little bit, not much. You can't really move it. It is on a ball joint, but it's, you know, fit in there pretty tightly, and there's a lot of other parts that are in the way, so you can really only jiggle it around a little bit. You can't really move it around. But that's okay, because it's not really that much of a movable part anyway. The arms are also, they got a bit of, you know, dexterity here. They do basic stuff. They're not that, you know, articulate, but, you know, that's okay too. He's a pretty bulky guy, so you don't really expect him to have that much movement in his arms anyway. Same thing with the legs and the feet. pretty basic, nothing too crazy or extreme. You can bend them, you know, you can kind of get them to semi-split here. That's about as far as they go. But yeah, his jaw is also movable as well, so if I can do that. Again, the shell is preventing it from going all the way down, but that's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. The only gripe that I really have with this model that actually kind of bothers me are the cannons on his shells here. If you know how they look in the original game, they're more of like longer, wider tubes, but they just... the only thing that makes up his cannons are these little projectile parts in the shell here. I really wish they maybe added some parts here to flesh that out a bit, maybe give it more of a beefier look. But you know, that's okay. It looks a little light on the cannons. It kind of like slimmed down, like it looks like it's not finished partially up here, but that's okay. That's not too much of a complaint. But it could use some work. The print on the face also looks fantastic. This is probably one of the better looking sculpts out of all the Pokemon figures so far, minus, I think, Pikachu. I think Pikachu and Wartortle, surprisingly, have like the best prints. And Gyarados, of course. But yeah, Charizard was probably my least favorite. His prints were a little awkward, or maybe it was just the design of his head. But Blastoise looks amazing. I also love the ears here. There's no stickers, no nothing, but the indentions in the ears are deep enough, so they do kind of look a lot darker. They look, you know, like painted in black, even though they're not. I think, are they? Oh, no, they are. Wow, I didn't notice that. All right, learning something new. But yeah, again, looks really nice. It's got a good weight and size to it. Let me get Charizard here for a comparison. Just because I want to see here exactly. Yeah, that's pretty close. Charizard does look a little skinny next to Blastoise, but I think that's the point. Yeah, again, Charizard's head is a little awkward. It really only looks nice from the side, because from the front you don't even see his eyes or anything at all, so, you know. But, yeah. So, again, looks really amazing. I just wish if they had added, I don't know, some extra tube pieces or something for the cannons, I think this would have been a 10 out of 10. Most definitely, because this looks awesome. This is probably one of my favorite builds so far from the Pokemon Mega CONSTRUX line. Now, I guess we can get into the less, or the weaker part of the set, which is just this landscape. And I say weaker, not because it's, you know, it's bad. It's just, you know, it's a little landscape piece. There really is nothing to it. Blastoise can't interact with it at all. It's too small for him to even, like, connect to, so it's literally just there for show. But yes, again, we have the dive ball, which looks amazing. I love the dive ball. The print on either side of the ball here looks, it's, again, identical to the one in the game. Looks amazing. As always, the Pokeballs are pretty much always well done. So the landscape piece itself, there's these three little spots here that the ball can sit in. I kind of wish maybe they used something that, I don't know, held the ball easier. Because, you know, I can't count how many times I've moved these little set pieces around in my room and ended up dropping the Pokeballs, and I wouldn't find them until days later. So that's probably the only thing, or the only gripe about the landscape piece, I guess. Again, there's two extra projectiles hidden behind these leaves that you can use to reload into Blastoise here, and into these things. So, you know, there you go. You got some extra stuff in case you lose one of them. Now, the shots themselves, speaking of losing them, I hope I do not do that with this one, but there's this little switch here on the cannon. If you just push it back, and it just shoots these little projectiles, which again is really cool because it adds a bit more functionality to the figure. It gives, you know, gives you something more besides just, you know, to sit on the shelf. Actually gives it some playability. I'm pretty sure that is the only Pokemon that has a feature like that. All the other ones are just models. They don't have any, like, you know, special action features or anything to them. Yeah, Blastoise is the only one with cannons, or fireball cannons, or attacks, I guess. So, again, that's pretty cool. I guess that's a new feature they might be introducing, and if it is, I'd love to see it in the other figures that they're releasing. I know that they're planning to release a Mewtwo and a Mew later down the line, and I'm definitely going to pick that up because that looks hype as hell. But aside from that, that's pretty much all I have to say. This figure, if I'm going to score it, I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Because it's almost perfect. Again, just the cannons. That's the only thing that I have a complaint about. Now this set, because I forgot to remove the price tag, it goes for, in Canadian dollars, about 25 bucks. Now in the States, that's probably going to be a bit cheaper, but you know, for here, it's still pretty pricey. But I think it's well worth it. If you are a fan of Pokemon or Blastoise specifically, this is definitely a must-have. This is one of the better looking Mega CONSTRUX Pokemon figures. The only one that I think that tops Blastoise is Gyarados, because Gyarados is amazing. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything, guys. Again, sorry for the late upload. I know it's been quite a while, but I promise I'll get on the ball again. I'll start uploading more frequently, and I won't be as gone as I was before. So, once again, if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.